guard it. They say guard your privacy.
Yes.
And I got so wound up about it, I missed the rest of the warnings. Warning, Will Robinson. Victoria, it's
Yes.
been ages.
It has.
And now we're back.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. So, I think you need a
Welcome.
pillow or something, because like, we can really see your head.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Look at that, showing up. All right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
All right. So, welcome to another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun Show. My name is Mr. 2020.
You've got your fat cream on
Fa-
you.
Fat cream, face fat.
Yes.
I made a new batch of face fat the other day. God, it
Loves
was
it.
so much fun. There's a particular order when you're making face fat. If you screw it up, it's not face fat. But look how cool my face looks with face fat. Anyway, so Victoria,
Yes.
tell them where to go, what to do.
Okay, so welcome to another Feel It Real Fun live on the 26th of September 2025.
All right.
Excuse me, it's your manifesting questions answered live.
That's right, because dead sucks.
It does.
Yes.
So, go to.
How to feelitreal.com. How to feelitreal.com. If you haven't signed up, sign up because we give away a lot of cool shit there.
If you haven't been there in a while, have another look.
Yeah, we've got new
vids.
videos, right?
Yes.
And if you get the emails and you don't check them, would you please unsubscribe? Like seriously, you're not reading it? Yeah, I don't get it. Right? So subscribe or unsubscribe. Make a decision today. Right? Most people, they never make a decision. But anyway, next, Victoria.
Next. Yes. It looks like Neville got a prosperitypack.com.
Yeah, NevilleGoddardProsperityPack.com. Now, if you go there, you can get the course, but if you go to Mr2020.com/books, you can buy the printed copy of the book. Right?
Yes.
It'll be printed probably in your country or some other weird country close by if you live in one of those little weird countries.
So what was it? NevilleGoddard.com/store. No, what did you say?
No, Mr2020.com
Oh, Mr. 2020. Sorry.
/books.
There you go.
Look at that. And somebody liked the hat. Which hat did you like? I just
Probably
barely
the
saw that.
Mercedes hat.
Oh, it's a nice hat. Mercedes. So today we're going to start with a Neville Goddard quote, a real Neville Goddard quote from the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack, which is nice, and there's scribbles inside
A
some of
real
it and
Neville
stuff.
Goddard quote.
Yes. People send me these fake Neville Goddard quotes, and I just say, radio.
That's AI or something.
It's AI, right? Ready?
Yes.
Oh my God. So, oh, that was good. Anyway, ready? So, after this is lesson 41 in the Prosperity Pack, right? And there's recordings and cool shit, but I digress. After assuming that you are now who you want to be, after assuming you are now what you want to be, make your friends your frame of reference by hearing them congratulate you. So my friends look at me and they go, oh, bam, bam, right? Feel the reality of their actions. Damn. Relax in the peace of knowing it is done. You notice he's not talking about like, imagine me having a problem over. Imagine that. Your circle of friends come around you and they say, you know what, I'm so happy you paid the electric bill this time.
Yeah.
Right?
How
You
do
know
you
how weird
scrape
that
that together?
Yeah, how'd you scrape that together again, right? Last time you had to sell a kid or a kidney. Anyway, and when it comes to pass, you have found Christ, for it is he who makes all things. Without him is not a thing made that is made. You made your life change by finding Christ to be your imagination. That's from your maker, lesson 41, and that's in the Neville Goddard Prosperity Pack.
Cool.
So, right?
Yes.
This is where you do your thing.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
So, and now we'll dive in with the questions.
Yes,
The first question today is from Judy in Remarkable.
that's right.
Problems or possibilities?
That's right. Anyway, one sip of coffee while you do this.
Okay, and Judy asks, if you are like me, you know there is more to life. You can try to figure it out on your own like I did with spinning wheels, constant disappointment and frustration.
Hoo-ha.
One day, I decided to invest in me and joined Remarkable.
That's at joinremarkable.com.
Why did I wait so long?
Yeah. You know how many times I've heard that?
Yeah.
Way more than once.
Yeah.
Right? And only once or twice I've heard, why did I stick around so long? Right.
Yes. Remarkable is a fellowship of folks who know life can be magical and is full of amazing possibilities. Where else do you have a private group chat where people share, encourage, celebrate, and your mentor pops in every day creating even more exploring and expansion.
Oh, wow.
That'd be you.
That's me. By the way, we got 3 and 3. How cool was that? Invite your friends if you will, please. And thank you for the thumbs up.
The community of Remarkable is worth every penny of the $3.29 a day investment.
Right.
For less than an iced latte a day, you are introduced to a world that proves time and time again we are the author of our realities.
All right, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Judy because she said I can. Ready? So Judy joined ManifestingMasteryDeluxe.com. She had already done Manifesting Mastery, if I'm correct. A lot of people have. She joined Deluxe, and she went, this is so cool, I'm joining Remarkable. Right? Now, here's the thing, right? Crass commercial, sales, all that bullshit. Oh, Mr. 20, I can't imagine investing $3.29 a day and changing my life. I don't know if me showing up in a group chat or saying hi or getting a 2-minute chat with you or ending up on one of the 2 official live calls or the shopping trips. On average, we're live like 4 to 6 times a month, right? And that's for $3.29 a day. And I'm just saying, not for sales, but I want you to think about how you've got your life structured. Because if you're going, radio, I don't know if you're so worked up that $3.29 is in the way of your dreams, right? You've got to imagine something different about yourself, right? And Judy and I have had quite a few chats. Awesome, right? She's an awesome possum. So thank you, Judy.
Cool. So join remarkable.com.
That's right.
Because see, as I'm not doing the edits now, I don't know if that is going to persist, but it's just they really need to go. Where to go to is joinremarkable.com.
Yeah, that's one word, joinremarkable.com.
Yes.
If you put join space remarkable.com, you'll get a tablet, an electronic tablet. People say, I don't get it. I don't see what that has to do with you guys. It doesn't.
Right.
I'm serious. I got the email.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show you.
A free
Free?
tablet?
No. You got to pay like $500 for this glorified tablet thing.
Oh, right.
Right? And it's like, I don't get it. I don't either. I don't have one. All right.
All right. The next question is from Galaxy.
Yo.
Effortless identity states.
That's right.
And Galaxy asks, it seems that your 3 main states are so effortless, your dwelling places. That's what I want. Is there at any point these became almost automatic? Or do you consciously have to go back each day like in the Jogo?
This is really, really good because your next question, which we'll do later after this one, fits in perfectly.
Yes.
Ready? I'm constantly returning to states. Happy loving husband, happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad. Once in a while, happy loving son. Right? I don't always think of my mom. Right? Sometimes I'm throwing the ball and all I can think about is Bruce. And sometimes, now here's the thing. All my states can show up at any time. Right? Because they're gifts. And when I see a little, I tell you what, I'll get something. You just look pretty. Smile and say something too. Right? Look at that.
Okay. So, smile and look pretty. This is actually all relating to identity-based manifesting.com.
Look at this.
Oh, look at
Hey,
that.
Bruce, look.
Yeah.
What, sit. He's a good boy.
Put it in. And you'll get up and get
That
up.
is a ball.
Yes.
Right? Ball. Get the ball. Get it. Get ball.
Oh,
He's
Dad,
a-
I've
he's a
never
good
done
boy.
that
Yeah,
before.
yeah. The one time I want him to get on the table and he doesn't.
He won't.
Right?
Yes.
So, oh my God, that one's got a squeak in it. He's gone nuts out there. So, happy loving puppy dad sees a ball
Yes.
and has a process show up. How is that ball a gift to me? Happy loving husband sees a ball in the grass. Happy loving husband sees that ball and goes, let me pick it up so she doesn't smash it with the mower,
Right.
right? Because she'll feel like shit then.
Yes.
Right.
So that's happy loving husband.
Happy loving teacher sees that ball in his imagination and goes, I can use that as a teaching lesson. This is how fast we get to move. In other words, we're asking a question now, and this comes from Matthew, the disciple of Matthew. Join remarkable.com. We explored him for a month. This comes from the disciple of Matthew, in that how is it a gift? The state of happy loving husband sees that ball as a gift to be nice to her and me. Happy loving puppy dad sees that ball as an opportunity to throw for Bruce. And happy loving teacher sees that ball as a way to go, wow, here's a great way to demonstrate states for people. And so here's the thing. When your identities are experienced as gifts, not goals, they will simply give to you. And we live in a world where everybody turns their desires into goals. Neville taught they were gifts. Everyone go to freeneville.com, look up the 12 Disciples lecture, type in the word 12 in the search box, and study this stuff. And if you want to study this with us, according to Judy, she did the math, it's $3.29 a day. Or not, I don't care. Yeah, I do. I like a lot of Playmates. But this is really cool shit. So if I got a goal versus, like this is a gift because I'm a gift. Boom. All right.
Cool.
So, Victoria.
Excellent. So thank you, Galaxy. And I see you've got another question from Galaxy 2. How do I stay in the state, ... And Galaxy asks, how can I stay in a state like happy loving mum when I'm not happy? I think you did it with your mum, and look at you guys now.
Yeah, my mom and I, we send stuff back and forth almost every day on the iPad thing. There was a time I hung up on her because I just told her, listen, you don't go there, right? You don't go there. And she went there, and I hung up. And it was like a year and a half later. I thought, I wonder what she's up to, right? I turned off Skype. It's like I just unplugged the whole thing, and I disappeared her for a year. Right? I wasn't doing it against her. I'm not going there. And it's like, radio, what's another state that's beckoning me? That would give to me and give to her and give to the world happy, loving son. So I called her up, right? Had a few chats. So I call her up one day and she says, I'm going to either get a computer or a sink repaired. I thought, cool. What kind of computer? And she said one of those, what was that piece of shit Google computer? That's a newer thing. This is a while back. And I said, no, let me buy you an iPad, right? So we order up an iPad. This is back during the COVID years. We order up an iPad, and they eventually put it together and send it to her. And I just said, look, you got to get the internet. If you will get the internet, I'll get you the iPad. So we got her the iPad, sent it to her. The accountant wouldn't let us write that off. And cool. Now here's the thing, Gail. There are times where I forget my mom exists for a couple days. I just don't go into thing. I'm lost in my stuff. And I could be in happy loving husband, happy loving puppy dad, or I could be like the mental masses, the disciple of Bartholomew. And if I'm lost in the masses, the madness of the masses, I totally forget. She'll be in the room and I won't know she's there. And my mom will be in Pennsylvania and I won't know she's there because I'm lost in the mental madness. And so, how do I stay in the state? I don't. If we are willing to be able to admit that we're in a shit show, when we're in a shit show, we can shower off. If we're unwilling to admit that we're in a shit show, we're going to start to stink. And so is life. And so you can't stay in a state. Neville says your states will get contaminated. I notice that we're very fluid. I love that we're fluid. Because if we weren't fluid, we'd be stuck with what we got forever. So, yo, Galaxy, halfway through you, yes. Love ya. So, but we get to celebrate noticing. Now, here's a bonus point, because I'm putting out a lot of stuff on revision lately, and I love revision. I didn't always, because I was doing it wrong. If you don't like revision, you're doing it wrong, right? people tell me I don't like kissing people I love. It's like, I just like Monica, but it's like, right, so. At some point they're not going to know that's Bill Clinton. This younger crowd's going to be going.
What is he saying it like that for?
What the hell is he talking about? There's this photo of Bill Clinton sitting at the Oval Office, and they say something like, "Yeah, you're from my generation. If you know there's two people in this photo," but I digress. Someone's going to be turned off. That's just great. So, yeah. By the way, I can return to the state of happy, loving teacher right now. I get lost in my Bill Clinton, and I can just come back right now. And that's the whole thing. If we go back to identities, I want to give to you guys maybe a sense of humor, maybe demonstrating what it's like to get lost in another state. But I don't bother staying in a state. If you do, it's war against something else. On the other hand, if we can go, oh my God, look at me go. I'm just so lost on Bill Clinton right now.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, or I can come home. Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. So celebrate noticing when you get lost. Another thing that I put here was josephgoddardtothemax.com. This is one everyone's got to be playing with. Because if you can give life to a person who has 5 to 10 wins a day, that's pretty cool. And we'll let you all figure out how that ties in, but it's cool. So I know you're playing there, so good on you, Galaxy.
Good one.
So that's what I got.
Cool. Excellent. So that was, that's your second one, Galaxy.
Let me know if I actually sound like Bill Clinton a little bit, like her name, Monica, M-O-N-I-C-A. Anyway.
Cool.
You're welcome. Make sure you listen to it from the top,
Yeah,
Galaxy.
for the refund.
Yeah, you know how the rules are. I go off the rails while answering everybody's question all at once sideways. So some people hate that. It's like, all right, let me get this right. You just want me to spell everything out. Yeah, right. I'd rather you learn how to boogie. Do you know, and this is what I've seen on the internet, so this is inferred to me. They say back in the 80s, when you went out clubbing, you felt the dance, and it showed up. I guess, according to what I saw on the internet, they're saying that's now you learn how to dance, so it's more robotic.
The dance moves.
Yeah, you learn the dance moves.
Rather than,
I mean, granted, we had the moon
doing
thing and all that shit, but it was like me doing my own stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this is just,
Yeah.
Again, look at me get lost, Monica. Go ahead, Victoria.
Okay.
All right.
And the last question today is from remarkable Lisa and LaRock. Redemption, our ultimate calling.
That's the right answer.
And Lisa asks, hello, 20 and Victoria.
Yo, Lisa.
I've returned from Italy. Oh, so soon. Only a few days now. Listening to your recent podcasts, you always touch my heart, 20, at its core. Manifesting is entirely redemption. Through the streets of Como and the wedding, where I came face to face with people I never expected to see again. Then to the Dublin airport, where I was one of 12,000 affected by the bomb and cyber attack on European airports. Spent the night on granite tile, my carry-on for a pillow. One of the last flights cancelled. Instructed to collect our luggage and leave the airport in the sea of weary humanity. I happened to find myself walking with a man pushing his disabled wife to the baggage area. We exchanged hellos, and his countenance and attitude was so grace-filled. I stayed with his wheelchair-bound wife as he went to collect this and that. I shared wedding photos with her and calmed some of her fear. There were no hotels available for miles. Some people lost their minds, I can imagine, while patient mothers fed their toddlers sandwich bits. Yes, we're in England, so they eat sandwiches. Our lives are a theatre, and the star of the show is the Redeemer. Manifesting is about changing lives by changing history, which Neville calls revision. The fruit of my revision went before me as a lavish garden in blossom, reflected to me in the faces of my adult boys, which I reunited with after years of separation. Smiles exchanged on ancient cobblestone streets with strangers, angels in the form of taxi drivers and wedding planners, a heart full of love for persons who hurt me deeply. I redeemed me and everything changed. Looking forward to your comments. Thank you, Lisa. Wow.
I'm going to let you all know how ignorant I am. I didn't even know about any of this stuff. I am clueless.
Yeah, I didn't know about the bomb and cyber attacks, so sorry. Yeah, but
welcome home.
The man and his wife must be so grateful that it happened because they met you and was able to spend time with you. It's just gorgeous.
In the sea of humanity, it can be a life raft. I can remember being on cruise ships and being in the south of Florida a bit, and every now and then there'd be like 3 whistles and the boat would just sort of go in circles, and what would be happening, they'd be plucking Cubans out of the sea and putting them on the boat, because you don't let people in a little dingy raft in the middle of nowhere drown. And I'll call that redemption. Why not? So I went shopping this morning, and we did one of those bonus remarkable chat things where I just hit the thing and half a dozen remarkable cool kids show up, and we're chatting while I'm shopping. And one of the things that they get to see is there are 2 kind of people in Australia. You might want to write this down. Right, there are 2 kind of people in Australia.
Yes.
There's friends and future friends.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I've heard you say that before.
And when I go shopping, I just go, all right, your ass is mine, right? Because I notice people tend to shrink. They're clammed up. They have PTSD. They're reliving the isolation years continuously. I've got a problem. I'm antisocial. I have anxiety. It's insanity. We live in a world that worships insanity and prepares for insanity. And I'm inviting you to have more of what's pleasing in life. I'm really in a remarkable mood today. Part of the remarkable package, you get a whole bunch of shit. And in a whole bunch of shit, we started January 2024 with something called More Please. In other words, magical versus rational. And I love that you gave more of what's pleasing to the world. Because I made that little Charlie Kirk video, because I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was until Timmy shoved a video in front of me and I watched blood spurt out of his neck. And it's like, great, I don't even know who this guy is, but now I see it, right? And I made a little video up in the garden, shivering the day after, because I was on Facebook earlier and people were nuts. And I just put this video on. I said, listen, Neville Goddard says, if you believe, you will not pass another without lifting their cross. And lift Charlie Kirk's cross and his wife and the people that were there. We had a person that was there, and the shooter and his family. And I always cop shit when I talk about stuff like that. Years ago in the what's now called the Power of Imagination Facebook group, somebody put up about pedophiles. And I said, I imagine lovingly for him. And I had some people go nuts and stop listening to me. And I said, why wouldn't I? Neville says to separate the man from the state. In other words, be the blessing. Because I don't want the bad to continue. So there are some people that did some dumb things. And Lisa got to sleep with her carry-on. And she chose to make herself a blessing. I admire that. Because in any moment, right?
It'd be very easy to become bitchy bystander.
It'd be very,
that environment, yeah.
One of the things that we do in Remarkable a lot is I come up with these weird state pairings.
Yes, sorry.
Bitchy bystander versus participant. Right? There's some words most of y'all don't use. Bitchy bystander. Yeah, we all know. Look around, take a walk. You'll find them. It ain't hard. Yeah, sometimes you find them in your own head. Right? Versus participant. Lisa invited woman in chair, and man to participant, to wedding, to celebration, to life, to something new, something
Yeah,
marvelous.
they did participate because she showed them all the photos and probably said, "That's my son.
That's my
and
son.
That's his wife."
I flew over here.
Yeah.
Here we are.
This is the room I stayed
This
in.
is my room, right?
There's the hot tub on the balcony.
Yeah, all these things.
Yeah.
And we really get to notice. If you believe, you'll get. Here are my three main frameworks right now. One, the 12 disciples. They're my backseat boys. They ride in the backseat of my limo with me, and they make sure that I stay pure. Right? More on them if you join remarkable.com. If not, that's fine. Number two, the four mighty ones. The first mighty one is the producer, right? The producer is always curious about possibility. Wouldn't it be cool to do a show? Wouldn't it be cool to she's having sausages and eggs
Oh,
for
I am.
lunch,
I'm having
right?
a bad lunch.
Look at her, right? She's not going, how do I cure my hunger pains? I'm starving and my blood sugar's low, right? That was another wife, right? It's like, it was a shit show. I always have to eat whenever I'm not getting my own way, and I have to make a big deal about it. Eating with her was always a problem. So of course she ate alone a lot, right? Yeah, have fun, right? Yeah, whatever. But we really get to notice, what are we feeding ourselves and other people? So the four mighty ones, it always begins with a possibility. Wouldn't it be cool? Right? The second thing, what would imply that that's happened? Something that's one sip simple. So right? She just demonstrated it for you. Then there's two more mighty ones, right? The director, which keeps you curious and involved, and the actor that has you react from that. But that little formula prevents you from getting lost in problems, which is, yeah, everybody gets lost in problems, tries to think things through, and then you can't manifest shit, right? You just live in it. And then there's the name of Jesus. So I've got three frameworks: the 12 disciples, the four mighty ones, and the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, there's the digestive fire and the eye that sees rightly. And this is so important. We did 2 calls on this. You can get them at nevillegoddardstore.com. This is so important because something is always consuming something. And in the name of Jesus is the tooth, the shin, the digestive fire. And Lisa consumed that, like Richard Branson did. Richard Branson, we did a cool call on that recently. Richard Branson was at the Puerto Rico airport when he was swinging single, right?
Swinging
Yeah,
single.
young fella. Right. A lot of good strut. And they canceled the flight. And suddenly he's surrounded by bitchy bystanders. And Richard sneaks off, finds a payphone, calls what's called a fixed-based operator, an FBO, and rents a plane. He finds a chalkboard and he writes, one-way flight to Virgin Islands, $39. And he sells all the seats. So they all get to go. Right? He played participant instead of bitchy bystander. He redeemed the crowd, and in the process of being a blessing to all of them, started Virgin Airlines. This is where you get to play the wonderful world of possibilities. Wouldn't it be cool to actually be with the babe on the beach? Wouldn't it be cool to actually turn this into a business? $1 billion business. Or you can go, all right, what's my problem today?
Yeah.
I just want to get me to a hotel room, get away from these assholes. Lisa didn't do that. Lisa redeemed. So you can come here and just have your regrets and or all that stuff, or you can redeem. And Jesus Christ is the Redeemer. So if you want to explore more of that stuff with us, cool. If not,
I like
cool.
how she linked in the revision with redeeming as well.
Yes.
Somewhere in there. And yeah, I love, well, it's probably possibly more on my strawberry bit, but I love how I didn't realise that she had been separated for a while from her boys or something, and how obviously that's all turned around to be invited to the wedding, and then no doubt there's loads of relatives and friends and all sorts of people there that she probably hasn't seen in ages as well. So yeah.
You know.
And where a more magical, romantic, full of love place as in Como in Italy. It'd be like, oh my God. Yeah,
Nice.
it was gorgeous.
You've been there?
No,
Nearby?
well,
You've
we
seen
have to
photos?
go sometime.
Okay, cool.
Christine's been there.
All right.
And Rob, so
Beauty.
yeah, it just looks gorgeous. Yeah.
What are you giving life to? Right? Sunshine? By the way, auditory. Most people are so stuck in inner arguments. They move at about 1,100 feet per second. That's the speed of sound. Blah, blah, blah. Stuck there forever. Echoes in the darkness. On the other hand, we've been doing a lot of stuff with sacred song. You start singing your sacred song of Thanksgiving. That's coming up next month in Remarkable, by the way. And what happens, joinremarkable.com, is you lift the sun up into the sky. We all encounter darkness. I wake up in the darkness every day. But the key is we wake up when we're in the darkness. And if you realize I'm in a shit state, celebrate noticing that. And yeah, wouldn't it be cool? Looking at.
Very cool.
All right, Victoria.
Okay. So I guess it's time now for
Fantastic, bombastic.
what we want to know. I think Fran's here actually.
I saw Fran put up a comment. I couldn't read it though.
Yeah.
Hi, Fran.
Tell us your hashtag strawberry bit.
Hoo-ha.
And mine was, I mean, I've heard you say it before, but I was wondering what sort of bird that was. He's still squeaking his ball. Sorry. Mine was, yeah, I've heard it a number of times, but I love it. Your desires are gifts, not goals. Do you know what I mean?
Bart.
And, yeah,
Bart, yeah.
yeah, it's just gorgeous that. So that's my hashtag strawberry bit.
You know, she's a gift to me. I'm just going to be honest. People say things, I say, you know, she's a really special
What,
woman.
they say something different?
Well, no. They ask about Victoria, and I say she's beautiful. She's a gift to me, right? I notice a lot of couples, they make their partner's goals. Right? Oh, I got a goal. I'm gonna
change
I'm gonna change. I'm gonna make you better.
I've done that before.
Yeah. We've all done that bit, right? When you take a gift and you convert it into a goal, you've just denied a disciple, right? Shame on you. Don't do that, right? That's Bartholomew. So again, study it on your own, study with us. But we got a lot of good chats going on about this stuff. Meanwhile, my strawberry bit, the way the whole show shows up, when you really get your redeemer, I came here to be the blessing. So did you. If I can behold her as a gift, as a blessing, I suddenly realize I'm a gift and a blessing. And the minute I make anything about a goal, I'm going to make a mind movie to make something happen. We're at war.
Yeah.
And Neville didn't teach that. Neville said to imaginally experience what implies your wish is fulfilled. And the fast and furious way to do that, as far as I can tell, always comes back to identity. Right? And Crass Commercial, identitybasedmanifesting.com. And I know we've done a lot of Crass commercials today, but I got to tell you what, it's you don't got to go slow as you go. Right? That's all I got to say. So, Victoria,
Yes.
shall we?
We shall.
All right.
So, meanwhile, well, yeah, we've done a lot of commercials. Joinremarkable.com. I think that's the main one.
Yeah, I look at the world today, and we're settling for a lot of data and Me Too clubs. And just notice, I'm inviting you to a fellowship that's a family where we weave wisdom together, or you can scroll. Totally up to you. So, joinremarkable.com.
Cool. Thanks for showing up, you guys.
Thank you.
And is that the right way?
Yes.
See you again soon.
Yes. And we got a live call this Sunday. It's one of those open calls it's a money call, the 2025 money game.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God, that's going to be good fun.
Cool.
So we'll get an email out about that soon. How do we do this?
Up here.
All right. All right, sure, I want it. Yes.
Excellent.